Hi guys, my name's Amy Miller, and today I am talking about Chapter 4, the Renaissance, this week. So, a few of the biggest points are going to be on humanism, which is essentially what a lot of the philosophers researched and talked about in the main theme of the Renaissance period. And humanism is an interest in human beings and discovering ourselves, which is after the Middle Ages or the Dark Ages. And basically, that's why and how do we behave, think, and feel. So, for the first time ever, we started thinking about why we are the way that we are as humans and really diving into humans. The four themes of humanism are individualism, which is the power in the person, personal religion, which is a relationship with God, and it is centered more towards your personal experiences with God. An intense interest in the past, studying works of Greeks and Romans such as Socrates and Plato, and anti-Aristotelianism, which is attacking the church's dogma and wanting to get rid of Aristotle's teachings within the church. Many people argued that Aristotle was a man and that some of his teachings were getting blurred in with the Bible and with the church's teachings, and they didn't like that. During this time, people really wanted to learn and to get educated and to read books. And so they demanded that those books were translated into their own language because most of the books were in Latin. So they printed books, they translated them for people so they could read them. And these books spread awareness of new philosophers and of the humanism movement. A few of the philosophers that weren't talked about in lecture were Giovanni Pico and his beliefs that humans were between angels and animals. So angels, humans, animals. And that animals cannot change, but humans can. He unfortunately died young, and after he died, many of his books were burned. Another was Desiderius. I can't say his name very well. Erasmus, who loved his independence and he loved to travel. He liked to point out mistakes of classic philosophers, saying that anything created by humans could not be perfect. He wrote a book called The Praise of Folly, where he attacked the church and fellow philosophers. His book was eventually placed on the church's list of forbidden books. Another was Michael de Montaigne, and he was similar to Erasmus in that he disagreed with the Catholic Church, but he also disagreed with the Protestant Church. He argued that the only basis for religion is faith. He stood out because he did not believe humans were superior to animals, and he actually believed that animals were superior to humans. He was a skeptic and generally a pessimist. A few things I learned about this time was that there were major famines at this time, and syphilis was an epidemic. Due to the bubonic plague that devastated half of the population in Europe during the Dark Ages, it created an economic depression during the Renaissance. Although there were many hardships, there was also so much creativity happening, and many philosophers thrived in their thinking and their ideas at this time. So it really was a huge, beautiful movement for philosophers and for their forward thinking and their ideas to be written down, to create books, and then also to be challenged by other philosophers. So my citations are learner.org, and then also our book, The Introduction into the History of Psychology by Tracy B. Henley. Thanks so much for watching.